I tend to use powder foundations. Oh my god, if I could talk, it would be awesome. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back. So glad you decided to join me. Today we're going to be going over the products that I have been loving, that I have been using consistently throughout 2021. I will be doing a similar video for skincare, which should be following very shortly. So let's just jump right in and get started. We have a lot to get through. Oh, and by the way, we are in my room, so it's a little bit different. Hopefully the mirror's not too dirty. Anyway, I'm gonna just talk about the products in the order that I apply them. So if you know me, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I'm one of those people that uses 2 primers. Some people do not believe in primers. They use primers never. And I am extra, just like with everything. When it comes to makeup and skincare, I am always extra. I use one for hydration and then I use one to pore fill. So the one I love and that I'm almost done completely is this one from NYX. It's called Honey Do Me. And it looks like it's an oil, but it's not. It's very like liquidy. It comes with like this paddle and it has this beautiful scent, and it hydrates the skin like instantly. I don't know how to describe it, but like the minute you put it on and massage it, it hydrates the skin and it gives like this tacky feeling, which is like perfect to, you know, to adhere to the foundation or anything that you put after. For pore filling, I have talked about this one before. I love it. It's from YSL. The Touche Eclat blurring primer. It's a little bit pricey, but it is a big bottle, and I only use it in like mostly the T-zone area, whereas like my pores are more enlarged than the cheeks here. And an affordable option if you are looking to to fill your pores, but you don't want to spend that much money. This one's a good option from Essence. This one here. And I discovered this, I don't know, it's been a while, it's been a long time. But what I like about it, I don't use it often because I gravitate towards the other one, obviously. But this one goes on, it's supposed to be like a putty. It goes on and it looks pink, but then it just kind of disappears. And it does an amazing job at filling the pores. And it's silicone free. So it's a good one, you know, if you're looking for a primer, this may be a good option. It has no scent whatsoever, so that's also a plus. So those are the 3 primers. Moving on to foundations. I have a couple, and the thing is, like, it's very hard to just like narrow down to just like 1 or 2 things, because different things serve different purposes, and I am not always looking to have the same type of coverage. You know, like during the day, I would prefer lighter coverage, whereas if I'm going out at night for dinner, whatever, I would prefer something with more coverage and maybe dewier. So it just depends. So I have a couple that I love that I wanted to talk about, and they're in different forms. Like I have a liquid one, a powder, and a cream one. So one of the liquid ones that I love is this one from It Cosmetics. This one has skincare added to it, which is amazing. This one is like a solid medium coverage. It's super natural. It just looks really, really nice on the skin. The shade is a little bit off, but I think if my shade was more exact, I would be using this. I probably would have finished this bottle because it's very easy to use. It's a formula that's not finicky or anything. And I love the fact that it has skincare. Now, if we're talking about light coverage, there's one that I have loved forever when it comes to light coverage, and it is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. This is such a beautiful, beautiful product. It's like in a gel form. It is super hydrating, a lot more than this one. It feels like a little greasy, but not in a bad way, but in like in a serum type nourishing way. That's the best way I can describe it. And it's just beautiful. This is the kind of thing that you can apply with your hands, with a brush, and it's light, and it's just so easy that it's like perfect for like the everyday. Another one that's kind of like similar in form, in sort of like not texture, but they kind of both serve the same purpose for me. Like when I think daily, this is another one that I love, which most people, I've never heard anyone talk about it, but it's Purlisse Perfect Glow BB Cream SPF 30. I have it in the shade, what do I have? It says oil-free, moisturizing, natural looking coverage, matte meets glowy finish for all skin types, even sensitive. And I am in the shade medium tan, and this is like a perfect match for me. And it's everything that I said about the Bare Minerals, the same goes for this one, but this one is slightly less dewy. It's not as serum-y as the Bare Minerals, but I love, love, love this product. Now, if we're talking about a powder foundation, I tend to use powder foundations. Oh my God, if I could talk, it would be awesome. Powder foundations during the summer because I tend to sweat a lot on my face. So one that I have been loving is the one from Fenty. It is the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation, and I have it in this shade 300. This is a beautiful foundation. It's light. You can use it as a powder, like if you put a foundation and you want a little bit more coverage, you can go in with this and kind of fill it in, or you can use it on its own right after a primer, and you can build it. You can use sort of like a denser brush if you want more coverage, but if you want less coverage, then use like a fluffy, bigger brush. And I love it. It's a great product. And one that I didn't expect to like, and I ended up loving, is this one from KVD, the Good Apple Foundation. It's this one here. And what I like about this one, not just the way it looks on the skin, which is sort of like a satin, like a true satin finish. It's not glowy, but it's not drying. And it's so easy to apply. It is so practical. I love products like this that make your life easier. You just take your sponge and just tap it in here and go right over it. And a product like this is like so ideal for traveling. It's just so convenient. You don't have to be, you know, pouring like a liquid and have it spill all over, or I don't know. I just think it's so perfect, and I was really shocked at how beautiful it looks on the skin. I thought, you know, because it blew up on TikTok, and I thought people were just making a big deal out of it, and I just kind of went in thinking, I'm sure I'm gonna hate it, and yeah, it was the opposite. Okay, moving on to concealer. The first one that I'm going to talk about is from e.l.f. It is the, Hydrating Camel Concealer. And this was another product that I thought people were just, you know, raving about it, but I didn't believe the claims until I tried it myself. I have shade light beige and medium beige. I couldn't find my perfect color, so I just kind of combined these two. I think they claim to be full coverage, but I find it to be more of a medium coverage. I mean, I do go in with very little though. That's what gives me like a beautiful blurred, the coverage is just right. It's not drying on the skin. I just simply love it. I know that the first one they came out with, which was not the hydrating format, was also really popular. But then when this one came in, us dry skin gals, just like, you know, it was like about time, right? Another product from e.l.f. that I've been loving is this one here. I forget what they call it exactly. It's not written on here, but I'll put it on the screen or something. And all the products will be listed in the description box anyway. But it has this little applicator, it's a brush, and then you push it up, and I don't know, I find that this applicator can make it so easy. Like when I want to go into this area here, which is where I have the darkness the most, this is very, very good for that. Also, you can use this as a eyeshadow primer. It's a brightening concealer. That's what it's meant for. So it is meant for that area. And so I think that is why they use the applicator. And it works. And this, sometimes I use it in combination with this, and sometimes I just use this alone, and it's enough. It provides, for me, for the type of coverage that I like, on regular days, if I'm not trying to, you know, have a full, if I just want to have, just look put together, this, something like this does just enough. It's not going to give me full coverage, but that's not what I'm looking for on just regular days when I'm going to go out and run errands or whatnot. The formula is thin enough that you don't need like a brush or a sponge. You can just do it with your finger and be on, you know, and go. Another one that I wanted to just give it an honorable mention is the one from Kosas. It is a good concealer. It's also a brightening concealer. So mine, I left it when I went to San Diego. I left it in the car for a couple of hours, and ever since then, it's got this weird smell. So I'm kind of afraid of using it, but it is a beautiful concealer if you're looking for something that's under like the clean beauty space type thing. It's medium coverage, and like I said, it's brightening. So, and another thing that I've had for a while, and I've been wanting to talk about it, is this product from Drugstore. It's also like a corrector, and it's like, it comes up, it's like a pen. And I find this is the shade I have. It's also like a little salmon-y color. They have different shades. The one I happen to have is Toffee, which I think might be a little dark. But it does a great job when you have darkness and you see like that line like really clearly. You go in with this and just kind of draw that line, and it's like it blurs it out. It's crazy. So the way I use it is just like that. I'll go in first with this and kind of cover that line, and then go in with my regular concealer or corrector or whatever it is. So I thought I would mention it as well because I've never heard anyone talk about it, and it is a pretty good product. Okie dokie, moving on to powders. This one I haven't had for so long, but I had to mention it, the Pat McGrath Under Eye Powder. And the actual name is Skin Finish Sublime Perfection, and I have it in the shade Medium. This powder is so thin, I have never felt anything like this in my entire life. It is so silky, it's like not even real. I'm not even gonna try to describe it because I won't do it justice, but suffice it to say that I have a ton of powders. I have a ton of makeup, and I've tried so many different powders, and I've never tried a powder that feels this silky. So my eyes are loving it. It is not drying under the eyes. It's like putting nothing on, but it does a great job at evening everything out and blurring that area. So I have been loving it. As far as a loose setting powder goes, this is the same as last year. I will never stop raving about this powder. It is from Catrice, the Baking and Setting Loose Setting Powder. I just love this powder. It feels like very high end. It's got this sifter. I have it in two different shades, one lighter that I sometimes use under the eyes, and then the darker one I use for the face. Mostly in the summer months when I know I'm gonna be sweating, and so I set my face a lot more. I don't set my entire face so much in the winter months. And an honorable mention is this one from number 7. I love to set my lids with this one before I go in with eyeshadow. It says it's hypoallergenic, and there's no shade name on it, but it looks like this. And I find that it's like the perfect color to set my lids because I like to use something lighter to help, you know, the colors pop and be more vibrant. So love that powder as well. Let's talk about bronzers. As far as cream bronzers, I only have one to mention. It's the one from Makeup by Mario. I have it in the shade, I know this is annoying with the glasses, I'm sorry. I ended up getting progressives and I didn't like them and returned them, so now I'm back to square one. Anyway, I have the shade Medium, and this is a cream bronzer that applies so easily. It's got that little sponge, not sponge, it's a brush, but what do they call those brushes that are kabuki? A tiny kabuki brush on the other side. So this also super practical for traveling. So, and the other one that I wanted to mention is from Essence. It is their Sun Club Luminous Bronzing Powder, and I have it in the shade 20 Sun Kissed in California. This thing smells like coconut. I just love it. It broke though. That's the only thing. Essence, please improve the packaging. I know you keep your prices low and that's part of it, but like, everything I get from Essence ends up breaking, like, and not, I mean, not right away, but they end up breaking, but I still hold on to it because I love it. It's slightly glowy. It's not shimmery glow in a way that's gonna make your pores more pronounced. It's just in a beautiful, healthy, glowy, I just came from the beach type glow. It's just beautiful. I've been loving it for about 2-3 years now, and I don't think I mentioned it last year, but if I didn't, I should have. Moving on to blushes. Again, different, you know, cream products are very in right now, so a lot of companies are coming out with cream and liquid bronzers and blushes, and so, you know, I jumped on that wagon because I wasn't intimidated. It helps the longevity, so I try to use cream products as much as possible, especially if I'm trying to wear makeup, you know, for a very long time throughout the day. Anyway, having finished rambling now, I will continue to tell you my favorite ones, and from Tower 28, the cream product that I am loving is this one. This one. And the shade is Power Hour. Wait. Beach Please. The name of the blush, the line, I think is called Power Hour, and the color is Beach Please, which I think is so cute. And this is just a very nice nude, like a darker nude, beautiful all around blush that you can use throughout the year. And it is very pigmented, however, it lends itself to be maneuvered in a way that you can apply a small amount and still have it look beautiful, and you can go heavier handed if you're darker skin tone. I just totally said that the wrong way, but the point is, you know what I'm trying to say. It's very versatile, that's the word. Versatile, it's easy to use, and I just love it. And then again from Essence, and again broken, but I still hold on to it because I love it so much. It's these blushes. This one is Satin Touch blush, the one that I just pulled up, and it is in the shade Satin Coral, and it is the most natural, the most beautiful, peachy. See, on my skin tone, if it even looks nice on my skin tone, can you imagine on lighter skin tone how beautiful this looks? It's just one of those very unique type of corally colors. I know this swatch doesn't do it justice, but anyway, this is the satin formula, and then they have this one, which is the regular. This was called the blush, and the shade is Bespoke number 20, and this is just like a brown, beautiful brown nude. This type of color is great to have because you can kind of, it works with any kind of eyeshadow. It plays well with different color tones, that's what I mean. So like nude colors like that always come in handy. Okay, so going to brows, I have 3 here that I just wanted to mention that I love. The Wow Brow from e.l.f. The clear gel is my favorite, but I have the tinted one, and this one I think is in brunette, which is a bit dark for me, so I just need to get my hands on the clear one, but I do recommend it if you're wanting to look for something that will hold your brows in place and that's affordable, definitely. And this pencil from LA Girl, the Shady Slim, to me it's the same as the brow is from Anastasia. They perform the same as this one from Wet n Wild, the Ultimate Brow, Micro Brow Pencil. They work the same way for a fraction of the cost. So I would say save your money, find a color that works for you. This one works better for me, the one from LA Girl, and this is in brunette as well. But the tone is different, so I like the way this one looks better on my skin tone. But these 3, totally recommend it. Okay, moving on to eyeshadow. I picked my top 2 eyeshadow palettes that I did not stop using in 2021. And one of them is a limited edition. I hope some of you have it, but I had to mention it. I'm sorry. It's the one from Jackie Aina with Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's just a palette that is so unique and so different from everything that I have. And I have, I don't know, over 60 palettes, and this is just very unique. It's just a fun palette. I have been really using all those bold colors now that I'm working at Sephora. I play with those colors, and I'm not afraid of doing these really bold, extravagant, bright, eye looks, because it's Sephora. Everything is, it's welcomed. So that's why I've been using this one a lot. And then this one is a very everyday perfect palette. It's from Too Faced, Born This Way, the Natural Nudes. And this is a palette that is perfect for those of you who are not that much into makeup but want to have, throw in a little something here and there to just kind of, give your eyes some definition. These colors are so easy to use. It goes from like lighter to darker, and I love it. And now going to single eyeshadows, I discovered these, I think it was the year before, from Dose of Colors, these single shadows. The packaging is so freaking cute. I'm pretty sure I talked about these in a video before. I don't remember, a while back. But anyway, they come with a little mirror, and I have 3, and I love all 3 of them the same. Maybe the purple one more than the others, but their names are, it's the Black Party. That's the name of the line. So I have Reflection, Lock and Key, and Caffeine Queen, and they are divine. They are all shimmer, but a very unique type of shimmer. I don't know how to describe it, so I won't try, but I always just put them all over the lid and then just throw something on the crease, and then it's like a quick look. One that I will mention again, I think this was in last year's favorite, but I have to mention it again because every time I wear this, someone, at least one person, will make a comment about my eyeshadow. Every single time. And it's this one here, I think, that gets everyone's attention, is the one in the middle, that shimmer. But see, I put it in, it doesn't do it justice. It doesn't. When it's on the eyes, I always just used all 3 of them. The first color is just like a regular baby pink, and then the last one is a little bit more like, it's a deeper color, so you can then put this like in the outer part of the eye, and then the shimmer is in the middle. And then, of course, that's the one that goes on the lid. And I'm sure it's still available if you were wanting to get your hands on it. But I get so many compliments, I had to mention it. Also from Kaja, this highlighter, I was surprised that I ended up liking it. I mean, I don't know. I find that Kaja is more geared towards like young people. Like from their packaging, you can tell like that's their target audience almost. At least I get that sense. So I expect not to like their, I don't know why. But this is a highlighter from them, and it's called Milky Glow in the shade Luna. And it looks like this, and it's just a really, really light, natural looking highlighter, and that's why I like it. It goes on and you can barely, you can't really see it that much. So it's perfect for mature skin. It's just a nice little something, like if you want to just put a little something that will catch the light, but you don't want like a, something that is going to stand out too much, like for the daily use. This is what I gravitate towards. And another highlighter, but that I only use as eyeshadow, is from Makeup by Mario. It is the Master Crystal Reflector highlighter, and this is Bronzite. They have 2 other shades, a white one and I believe a darker one, and this is what it looks like, and it's just a dream. This thing is a dream. Again, the swatch, you can't even see it, but it's like just beautiful, beautiful, like glitter, but it's like creamy. It's like soft and silky. It reminds me of that Pat McGrath powder. That's how soft this feels. And I put this as like a topper or by itself just on the lid, and oh my god, it just transforms any eye look that you put on. And even earlier I just took my finger and just put some on the top of my cheekbones, and it's just so dreamy and glowy, and maybe too much for some people, but I just love glitter and shimmer, and the texture is just so smooth that it makes it like so nice to apply on the eyes and on the cheeks. So love it, love it. liner. The one that I discovered this year is from the Sephora brand. I did not know their lip pencils and their liners were that good, but they are retractable. Look at that. Intense dark matte black. And they have a little sponge on the other side that helps smudge it out. And they stay on all day. That's what I love. They're easy to apply. They stay on the waterline really well. They released a couple of new ones that I don't think come with the little spongy, but they are gorgeous. They have like 5 different shades of brown. And I tried to pick one, but I loved all of them. So then I left and didn't buy anything because I just could not pick one. I loved all of them. So I need to get back to that and figure out what I'm gonna get. As far as mascara, this is the new favorite. This is the only thing I use every single day. Finally, I discovered a mascara that does not transfer, and it is from Blinc. It is their Ultravolume tubing mascara. And I had always heard from Kathleen Lights that tubing mascaras do not transfer, and I didn't believe her. I don't know why this video is filled of me not believing things. That keeps coming up, right? I don't know. Anyway, I love it. It does not transfer. It is so easy to remove. It just literally with water, warm water, it just peels off and you see all the little things just fall on your sink. It's so easy. And I get volume, I get length. They stay up. I only even need one coat. I don't even need to go in with 2 coats. I just flip the brush. The first coat I do just close to the lash line, and then I turn the little spoolie and then use the other side and just go on the tips, and that's the length. And beautiful. Love it. So glad I discovered it. My camera is going to die really quick. Setting spray. This one I've loved for many years. Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Love it. Setting mist. Fine. Beautiful. Hydrating. Love the scent. The only thing that I like from Morphe, that and their sponge. That's it. And then this one, Skin Fix. Barrier Plus. Nutrient Water. You can use it before the makeup, to hydrate the skin, to prep the skin. You can use it throughout the day to refresh your makeup. You can use it to set your makeup. I love it because it has coconut, cucumber, and rose water to hydrate, prep, and refresh the skin. Anything that protects my skin, I'm all for it. So I love it. It is a super fine mist as well. And lastly, no, not lastly, favorite perfumes. This one for nighttime and this one for daytime. And I'll tell you what they are. Give me 1 minute. Hang on. The evening one, and I've been wearing this for years. I went through a full bottle, the full size. This is a small one. This is my second one. It's Jimmy Choo Illicit. It's an old one, but I just can't. I can't stop wearing it. I love it. It stays on all night. I wear this when I want to smell good all day because it just lingers. It doesn't wear off. And then this one for daytime, it's like vanilla type scent with a bunch of other notes. I don't know. It's Love by Kilian, Don't Be Shy. This is very pricey, so I don't use it all the time. The only thing is that this bad boy does not stay on as long as I would like it to. But I had to mention it because I love it. It's lips. We are almost done. This is the home stretch. Lip liners. This one from Makeup by Mario. Love it. It is not retractable. You have to sharpen it. It has a little brush on the other side, which is it's a really cute idea. I love the shade Travis. They all have names. This is Travis. It's a beautiful brown nude that for my skin tone is perfect. And they're creamy. They go on easy. They stay on all day. The ones that are like this, the ones that you sharpen, tend to have more longevity. They stay on longer. I also love this one from Huda Beauty. This one is retractable. It's Lip Contour 2.0 in warm brown. Again, along the same lines, but this one is a little lighter. It's the one on the edge there. Love it. And the formula is just as good. This one is a little bit more creamier, but I love them both. A lip product that I have talked about before that I just cannot believe it's so affordable. LA Girl this lip product. This is called Nudie. It's just a lipstick, but the packaging, listen, it's like high-end packaging. I don't understand. And this is like a couple dollars. And it is the perfect nude. I'm almost done. See? It's just one of those colors that you just throw it on with a lip liner and you're out the door. I need to buy a backup before I can't get my hands on it anymore. I just can't believe how good the formula is. Then it's hydrating on the lips. It doesn't transfer like on the teeth or anything like that. I just don't understand how they can make something so good, so affordable. But don't stop, please, LA girl, don't stop. Honorable mention to the NYX family, the soft matte lip creams. Anything that's nude color in this formula, I love. I have Stockholm, Cape Town, and London. I love them all. It is that moussey. It goes on like a liquid lipstick because it looks like matte, but they're comfortable and they stay on. And I love, love, love this type of formula. A lip gloss that I have been carrying on my purse and cannot stop using is this one from NARS in the shade Orgasm. I honestly use it more because it gives my lips like this intense hydration and this instant like comfort. And this winter, this is what I've been using. Like if I don't have a chapstick or anything like that, or if I don't have my Laneige, this is what I use, and it has a beautiful glow, and it's just so, so, so comfortable. And lastly, this lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. This is from the Matte Revolution line. And again, this is another brown nude. That's it right there. And it's a perfect color for the winter months. And sometimes I'll go in with this and then go in with this one in the center because it's lighter and then it gives the lips more definition. And I love it. Okay, I can breathe. I'm done. This is it. We're done. I'm gonna go and film the skincare so you guys can see that up next. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed watching the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe because it helps me out and you want to help out your friend, right? Okay, thank you. I'm glad we agree on that. Thank you so much. I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.